Hello, it's Crypto CJ. It's the trade of the day, Monday night slash Tuesday morning Zoom edition, depending on where in the world you are. Bitcoin has been pretty active the last couple days over the weekend. It's up over 74,000. There's more talk about Bitcoin being a preserver of value. Let's go to the charts and other information sources. Okay, Bitcoin day chart, seeing a pretty strong trend up. Big fat green candle from yesterday. And again, over 74,000. Couldn't break 75, but just breaking over 70 and holding it would be setting a new standard, a new recent standard anyway. And and despite world macroeconomic conditions, wars and blockades and inflation and all kinds of things, Bitcoin's still really holding up well. So Ethereum over 2,300, also trending up, looking good. I think they both broke the 20 and the 50 EMAs, which are kind of on top of each other right now. Ways to go before they hit the 200, but well over the 20 and the 50. On Twitter slash X, Kyle Chasse is talking about Bitcoin breaking the playbook. Global markets are in chaos regarding the Iran war. And then gold is down nearly 10%. Bitcoin's up over 10%. 20%, 20-point difference. Even with fear and macro against it, Bitcoin is outperforming everything. So J JP Morgan says this is a structural shift from decoupling from risk assets, which we've wanted to see for a long time. Positioning is a macro hedge. So, if you want to see his video, it's available on X. So that's what's happening in the markets overall. So if the markets are trending up this hard, are they due for a reversal or are they going to keep trending up? Let's go to our crypto free information sources, see if we can do some day trades and swing trades. We will start with crypto bubbles, which is looking like a green day. Yeah, this rave is up 35%. I was looking at that earlier. It's even on Coinbase. I hadn't seen before. Quick review of my day trade layout. 15-minute chart. Supply and demand visible range by Algo for support and resistance. Resistance, the red zone, support the green zone. Then the RTI relative trend index for alerts and entries. This one just touched on the 20 and then moved up a little bit, then dipped. Now it's dipping a little bit, so it's kind of indecisive. It's in the middle of the layout here, and so the kind of alert I would usually set on this: right click on the RTI, add an alert, entering a channel, 80 on top, 20 on the bottom, and message. Go with my information source, crypto bubbles, and I'll keep that as a sound. Notify my app on my smartphone, toast notifications, pop up on my laptop, play a sound also on my laptop, and 3 notes reverbs, a lot to choose from. So click apply and create, and that should show up over here on my alerts, and there it is. So what I would like to see is something like this, where it dips below the 20 and then breaks back up above the 20. a dip and a retrace. And you can see when I did that, made a huge move. Yeah. Over 300%. That's a great day trade. As a swing, go to the hour chart. Layout's a little different. Same indicators for supply and for support and resistance, supply and demand visible range, and then SuperTrend for alerts and entries, and Trendilo LSMA, this moving average indicator for confirmation. We just got a sell signal on this as it's a signal on SuperTrend. Trendilo confirms, pointing down, and we're coming out of resistance. So if you want to short this, 90% back to the green zone. That setup looks pretty good. Do your own research, and not financial advice. But so far so good on a short position. However, I'm stuck in a short position now on Zcash. We're going on 2 weeks. It's a downside of the dollar cost averaging approach. Sometimes you get stuck. So anyway, I might take this one if it Bitcoin keeps dipping. Let's go to the 15-minute trending up on the hour. Yeah, kind of trending up too. So Bitcoin's not really confirming the rave chart, but the rave chart may not be correlated to it. So that's all I have for this one. Let's move on to see what else we can find. Aave up 10%. That's worth a look. Okay, on the day trade chart, it's above the 80 on the RTI. So I'll set an alert on this one. Entering a channel, 80-20. Crypto bubbles. And I've got my rectangle, and it's showing up on my alerts. So I'll keep that as a day trade alert. Swing trade, or at resistance on the 1 hour chart. But the Trendilo is pointing straight up almost. You got a buy signal on the super trend. The candle action's not really supporting that. Let's go to the 4 hour chart. Okay, the setup looks a little better. 14% in 19 days. Don't love it, but not bad. So yeah, I like it a little better as a day trade than a swing. All right, so that's crypto bubbles. Let's look at CoinGecko. Sort by the 24-hour column. And top two are the same. Might look at Algo, 8%. Hype, 7.7. I'll start with Algo. So I don't have far to move on that one. Okay, at resistance on the 15-minute chart, well above the 80 on the RTI. So that's another one to set an alert. But I think I'm gonna flip that sort so I can get some long alerts as well. CoinGecko is the alert name, apply, and create. And there's my rectangle. And there it is on my list. All right, go to swing trade. I like that. Got a buy signal coming out of support. Trendilo to 45-degree angle. So that looks good. Green candles trending up. So 9% in 5 days, maybe 10%, not bad. Kind of like that one. So set alert on this, on the super trend. You can leave it a direction change. I'll go with buy. And CoinGecko for my alert name. Then I'll change my notification to handbell. So yeah, that'll look a little different on my list. Oops. Yeah. So I've got a day trade and a swing trade alert for Algo. All right, and yeah, let's flip the sort on this. So click here a couple more times. Okay, these are the coins that have been beaten down a little bit. Actually, there aren't any with any huge numbers here. It's Polkadot. Oh, this one's kind of sad. This was over $40 last year, or maybe it's 2 or 3 years ago. What else? Yeah, the rest of these are stable coins. So there's just a few that are showing negative. Oh, look at Dot. I don't know if I trust this one to go up. Well, made a decent move from this dip and retrace. So that happened here. And we got this move here, over 5%. So I feel a little better about this one. I'll set an alert to catch the next dip. I'm entering a channel, 80-20. Gecko. And we'll change the sound back to 3 notes. For my day trade layout. Yeah, there we go. All right, swing trade, 1 hour chart. Got a buy signal, Trendilo print pointing up, coming out of support, but negative candle action. About 9%, just maybe 8.5% to the red zone in 3 days. So that's not bad. But not great either. So let's see. I thought I saw a chat message. Yeah, Paul's saying it has a buy signal, but Monday night the market goes up and then bleeds off as the week goes along. Yeah, that's been a trend. First couple days of the week are usually strong, and then the market dips the rest of the week. So keep that in mind. You may want to focus on shorts if that trend continues, or go in small on a long position and then add to it as it dips. You know, the dollar cost average ladder buy approach. So thank you for that, Paul. And I think we were done with DOT. So that was CoinGecko. We'll look at one more and then wrap it up. Coin market cap, crypto sentiment, H bar number one. Interesting. Caspa's been up there for a while. Zcash, Pepe, ADA. Trump number one on bearish. Maybe we'll look at H bar and Trump. So, okay. H bar is below the 80 on the RTI. So if it dips and comes back like happened here, we could look for a move like this. You know, and that was a 3% move, not bad. As you may remember, I'm looking for a 1.5% move on the chart, the 10x leverage, so 15% for me. How I like to trade. So let's see, do I have an alert I can recycle? I could search for it as well, but I like them to be recent. All right, we'll set up a new alert then on H bar. Right click on the RTI. Entering a channel 8020. Message, coin market cap. There we go on that one. In the swing trade, buy signal coming out of support, Trendilo pointing up. So that's a good look as far as the indicators go, but we got some negative action on the candles. About 8% in 5 days. Not bad, but not great. So kind of lukewarm on these swing trades. Look at the 4-hour. So on this one, we've got, if you want to go long, it's coming out of support, but the candle action is not for us. So you set an alert in the SuperTrend. And I'm probably not going to take this alert, but if you wanted to make changes here, as you've seen on other alerts, click create and you're good to go. So if that goes off around here somewhere on a buy signal, 10%, 27 days, that's not very good. So I wouldn't take that one. But I've had some success day trading H bar. So, all right, let's look at official Trump. And let's see. Let's give a shout out to my sponsor, Blowfin. if you're in a forbidden market, you can use Blowfin to trade markets either direction. No KYC, no VPN necessary. So I've got my link in the chat on this live call, and then it'll be in the pinned comment if you're watching on the recording. And we both get rewarded for that. You get a deposit bonus, and I get a small commission. We're both happy. So check it out. And then Carbon, my other sponsor, the NFT that pays interest, and you may want to check that out as well. It's been really good for going on 3 years. So anyway, back to the Trump chart. On the 15-minute, it's actually above the 80 on the RTI. So this is something I probably wouldn't mind shorting. I'll right click. I'll still go both directions, entering a channel, 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. And on the message, go with sentiment, apply and create. And there we go. So if this dips below the 80, I'll get an alert and consider this as a short. It does something like this, breaks below the 20 and then back up. You know, it could be a long position. Yeah, so. All right, well, that's all I have. You guys have any coins you want to look at before I head out? I've got a breakfast plan, so I can't stay too long today.
No, I'm good.
All right. Um, Thank you, Robin, for the message. And again, there won't be any more calls on Thursday night, Friday morning regarding crypto. I'm changing the format of that time slot to something different. Check your email for a new link. And if you want to join the men's group, friendship group I'm starting, then I appreciate it if you join me for that. So you guys have a good trading week. See you soon. Bye.